You look at the way like horror movies do it, and I'm not the biggest fan of horror movies, but it's like, you know something's gonna, the bad guys or the bad creatures like right around the back of that curtain, okay, and just walking along on stage, getting closer and closer to that bad thing that's about to jump out. And then I'm like, oh, but no, that's right, I had something over here. No, I think I will go. And the tension's going up and down and up and down. And finally, I do walk around that corner and nothing happens, right? And then you go, oh. And then like 5 seconds later, the thing jumps from around the other corner. And so it's like that. You tell a story with your launch. This is the timeline. Here's tension. And as you're going along, the tension's building up. Just like in any story, in any novel, or any movie, that tension's building up, building up, building up. And then you usually have a few little jags. And then right on launch day, you give them the opportunity to all of a sudden to buy your product, and that's where the tension release is. This is very, very powerful. Stories are the most incredible way to communicate with people, and you're basically turning your product release or your business release, your launch, into a story. How do you do that? Well, that's all about turning into an event, but you do it by creating sequences. We've all visited long sales letters on websites, right? Where you hit that page and you see that little scroll bar over on the side, and it starts like that, and it starts getting like this, and all of a sudden you got like a 70-page sales letter loaded. And, if you guys, you probably read every word on those sales letters, right? No, right? Well, none of us ever read any of those sales letters, right? But you're trying to sell your products through sales letters, right? Do you think, now your people are different, right? Right? The people hitting your site, they're different. They read the entire thing, right? Right? No, they don't. They're not reading any of it. They'll see the headline, might read half the headline, they'll skip down to the bottom and look how much it costs, right? Right. Anyone different? Anyone have a different experience? You think your people are different? No, they aren't. So what you do, what if you took that big long sales letter that's this long that no one reads and turned it sideways and made this your timeline? And start off with your headline at the beginning, 2 or 3 weeks before you even start to talk about selling a product. Now you've got them hooked into your stuff, because it's not, boy, it's funny. I love copy. I really love writing copy. I'm pretty good at it. But right now, I can't even think of one of the most, what's a really classic headline that makes you groan when you see it? Oh, they laughed, right? They laughed when I sat down at the piano. Okay, so if you took that, and instead of saying in big red print, they laughed when I sat down at the piano, if you started 3 or 4 weeks out and you said, I've never been, actually I'm going to turn it to guitar instead of piano. I've never been a musician at all. And in fact, I thought at my age, there's just no way I could ever learn to play an instrument because I've never played anything. And I did actually try to play the trumpet back in 4th grade, but I made it 1 week and then I quit because it was so frustrating. So I just always thought being a musician was some magical skill that people were just born with. And, but for some pretty weird reasons, I actually picked up a guitar and started trying to play it. This is about 3 or 4 months ago I picked up that guitar and started just trying to play it. And, It was sort of frustrating. My fingers got really sore, but then I actually stumbled onto this one little thing because over my life I've actually learned how to teach myself really quickly, and I thought I'd try applying that. It's normally like with business stuff I've been able to teach myself quickly, but you know what? I thought maybe I'll just try all this secret thing that I learned, and I thought I'd try it on myself with guitar. I thought I'd trick myself into learning to play guitar. I thought there's no chance it's ever going to work, right? Well, lo and behold, 4 weeks later, I knew 6 songs. It was incredible. And I'm still no virtuoso. I'm still just like you. It still comes slowly, but all of a sudden I can see measurable progress where I'm picking up a new song every 2 days. Now, I decided that it was just a little silly for me to be sitting in my basement and, working on these songs and getting better without sharing it with anyone. So I think what I've decided to do is I actually, it's really hokey because I got this silly little camera, and I don't even have a tripod. I had to stick up on a bunch of books. Whoa. I actually had to set up on top of a bunch of books and reach over and press the recording button, so there's not even like a cameraman, and the sound's not that great, but I realized I could actually, I've learned a way to not just teach myself and trick myself into all of a sudden learning songs, but I think I can help you trick yourself into learning to play these songs. So what I'm going to do over the next few weeks is I'm going to release some of these videos to you. And so just opt in on this page. If you look around, there's like a subscription box, and go ahead and put your name and address in there. And I'll send you out these videos as soon as I got the first one done already, so I'll send you that right away. But over the next few weeks, I'll keep on sending you a few more. Did that sound compelling at all if you were interested in playing guitar? Do you see how that might be more believable and authentic and interesting than hitting a long-form sales letter that says they laughed when I tried to play guitar? Right? I mean, did that work at all? Do you think? I mean, do you think I could get people to opt in with, I am trying to learn to play guitar, and I'm absolutely pathetic, and I haven't learned how to trick myself into that. But if I had, hypothetically speaking, do you think I could get people to opt in on that page? And do you think if I gave them that first video and it actually had a sort of cool trick, and then a week later I gave them another video and they had a sort of cool trick, and then I said, hey folks, I'm getting lots of great feedback on this. This is incredible. I think people really want a ton more of this. They want to learn how to play all these songs. They want the next Super Ninja 2000 Annihilation method that I just picked up you can teach yourself to play a song in 4 seconds. I think I'm going to do that, but frankly, I'm going to have to get a better camera for that, and I'm probably going to have to pay my brother-in-law to film it, and it's probably going to be long enough where I'm going to have to put it on a DVD. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put together one of those fancy DVD things. Actually, it's not going to be fancy because you can see how I do things, but it is going to have my super secret sauce where you can trick yourself into learning to play guitar, and I think I'm going to be releasing that, as soon as I figure out, this is all real complicated stuff, but as soon as I figure it out, I'm going to release that. And if you're interested, if you think you might be interested, could you go fill out this survey, or could you go fill out this form and tell me what I really should concentrate on teaching you? And then, you think people would go fill something like that out? Yeah. Now, I mean, this is all hypothetical because, like I said, I can't play guitar. But I mean, every one of you has something to share with the world, right? Where you really do know that secret sauce, right? And if you took that same, what I just spoke, and you put whatever you want in there instead of guitar, in the Annihilation Method Super Ninja 2000, you could do the same thing.